Earlier this week, Muslims around the world celebrated Eid al-Adha, a commemoration of sacrifice. In his Eid sermon, Dr. Naziruddin Muhammad Nasir, the Mufti of Singapore, says, Eid al-Adha reminds us of the meaning, value, and results of sacrifice. Stories detailing the sacrifices of the prophets and their families teach us that every sacrifice and good deed done for the sake of God will not be forsaken. In fact, such sacrifices elevate our ranks and make us closer to God. The path of sacrifice is the path taken by the pious and the prophets, but we must remember that sacrifices which are truly meaningful in the sight of God are not due to form or appearance, but go all the way back to our intention and the piety in our hearts. Those words help me reflect on where we are today and about the sacrifice so many of us have had to make in these past few months, and how we have met these challenges head on and persevered in our faith and belief that things will get better. Like any sensible person, I googled the word sacrifice to see what definitions would come up. Of course, there were the usual ones linked to various faiths, but one particular definition stood out for me. Sacrifice, an act of giving up something valued for the sake of something else regarded as more important or worthy. In the last few months, so many of us have sacrificed in various different ways in order to play our part in keeping those we love safe. We have sacrificed our time with our family. We all know of family and friends, particularly those who work within social care and the health service, making the difficult decision of living away from their family members so they could continue to care for the ill and vulnerable. There have been those who have lost their lives whilst doing so. We have sacrificed normality, our usual routines of work, school, and socializing, of going to our places of worship. It has been a revelation and a learning moment for me as to what I take for granted and how much I take things for granted. These moments and months of sacrifice has taught us that we can live with less, we can do more and give generously to those who are in need, so we can make the world we live in a more equal and fairer place for everyone. There are lessons to be learned when choice is taken out of our hands. We can live a greener life. We can trust our colleagues and students to work and learn from home. And we can now have an opportunity to co-create the new definition of what normality is for ourselves. For faith communities, we have had a reminder from God that worship is beyond the physical institutions and that our faith is ingrained in every part of our everyday lives. We are reminded that we are able to worship the Creator from within our homes and that the sacrifice of physical distance can create a stronger spiritual connection. I hope the thoughts I've shared today resonates with you. I pray that we continue to remind ourselves to continue to seek clarity in our intentions in everything that we do. I pray that our new normal brings with it grace, kindness, and fairness. I hope you have a blessed week ahead.